Hey, I am really glad you're here today. Today, I want to talk about something that Neville Goddard teaches. He teaches us that we were taught to believe that reality comes first and that our imagination is foolish, that it's just fantasy, that it's nothing powerful. And I know that's what I was taught. And it has been my biggest brain shift ever. It's been the hardest thing for me to shift in my belief system. So, I want to tell you by the end of the video how I have this like three steps that I do that help me shift that. And sometimes I even have to continue to do it because, I don't know, man. That original belief about reality happening to me, that is really strong. But I wanted myself to be a person who knows that reality happens for me, that I am the one who is creating this. And so I can tell you that as a kid, I know that I took on the belief that I am not supported, that I am not loved, and that I can't really trust anyone to come and back me up. And because I took that on, and I think I took that on pre-verbally. I don't even know that anyone had to do anything at first. I think my birth experience was that I just felt alone. And so I started believing that like right away. And everything else just sort of added to it. So because I had such a powerful belief that I wasn't taken care of or supported, it's been very trying to shift my belief to the one that I want, which is that the world loves me, the world supports me, and that the world wants me to succeed. It just hasn't been something that you know, uh, it just felt like a fantasy, which is what Neville said, that we were taught that, our imagination isn't real. But the truth is, he also says that, every single thing that exists in the world came from someone's imagination at some point. Everything that exists. So, as I consider that, I decided that what I really want the world to be like for me is that I am supported and loved and taken care of. And that synchronicities happen all around me all the time. And that people love to help me. They love to support me. They love to take care of me. And not in a way that makes me dependent on everybody, but in a way that lifts me up in the world so that I can succeed and then be a good member of society and help as many people as possible realize that they're powerful and that they are loved and supported in the world and they can create whatever they want. And so as I worked to manifest this, I started this YouTube channel, and it kind of came up again. And I was talking to my life coach who said, Sharon, YouTube wants you to succeed. And I was like, what? Like, it just never occurred to me. I always consider myself a small, like, that's the first place I go to, is that I'm a small person in a big world. YouTube is unfathomable, and a small person like me, how would I ever get noticed, kind of thing. And he said, no, they make money if you succeed. They really want you to succeed. And I was like, oh, like that hadn't occurred to me. So adding that to my world view of the world wants me to succeed. The world shows up to support me in all kind of synchronistic ways. Um, it just added to me working on that. So what I needed to do in order to shift from the belief that I'm not supported to the belief that I am supported is I imagine myself in that world. I imagine that everything is coming up to support me, that things synchronistically happen. I make a video, people like it, they start sharing it. I let it go. I make the video and then I let it go. I hope that it helps someone out there, and that is it's like I'm putting myself in the best way possible into the world so the world can shift the vibration one person at a time. And that really is sort of how I see myself in the world now. And what I did then, once I really pictured it, well, wait, right before I really pictured it, I will sometimes have things show up like, oh, that's not possible, or oh, something terrible happened, or like things will show up to let me know that there are little blocks that are in the way of me having this wonderful world that I would like to live in. And I sit with those things for a little while and I let them lift up and out of me. I know they will lift up and out of me because everything is made of frequency. And thoughts are even more lightweight, easy to move frequencies than anything else. So if I go in and I see it as a frequency and I allow it to lift and expand, it will lift out of me. So that's how I deal with any blocks that show up as I'm creating this world in my imagination. And then once that happens, I start to feel a sense of peace. I start to feel like I am, like I've fulfilled, like I'm starting to feel like I am doing the work that I've always wanted to do. I am helping people in the world in a way that lifts everyone up. And as I allow that to be true, then I realize that in order to bring this into the world, I need to say something to myself, make a statement to myself that convinces me that this is true. And so mine is, of course, I'm totally loved and supported. Of course I am. And as I say that, I remember what it feels like to live in a world that supports me and loves me, and where I'm doing what I love and I'm with who I want to be. So those are the 3 steps that I do. Hopefully you can put them into practice and they'll lift you up as well. Because my thing is, I want to live in a world that I love living in. And I would love it if everyone else realized that they could do the same thing. So that being said, I would love it if you shared this video, because I think maybe it could help somebody else out there. And if you're interested in working with me, there's a link in the description. I also wrote a book quite a while ago with stories about how I shifted my perception in different ways in the world as I was going through it. And they're short stories, they're interesting stories, and the people who have read the book really enjoy reading them. They're very short, and hopefully they can help someone as well. All right, so that's it for today. Hopefully I helped someone out there. If I did, you made my day. And until the next video, I will talk to you soon.